channel, and today we're going to be talking about self-protection. Self-protection in friendships, relationships, and being able to take a step back and be like, you know, I don't want to disclose this. I don't want to communicate this to you because I feel some type of way. So let's get started with the video. So, whenever we talk about self protection, most people think of self protection as disclosure. And I already talked about disclosure in my other video, but we're talking about self protection and like keeping your aura, your vibe away from that individual because they don't really need that side of you to come out. That's what self-protection I'm talking about. There's different types of self-protection. um Self-protection in a way that, you know, I feel hurt but I'm not gonna say anything, you know. Self-protection means like, um yeah, what you did was fucked up or whatever the case may be, but I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna keep it, as I said, you know, previously. I do believe being able to have the ability to self-protect and self-disclosure from certain things and not tell people everything in the book that's going on with you is totally fine. I agree that once you give off an aura and that person like doesn't give you that feedback back, it's like you're wasting your time, your effort, your um ability to grow and prosper. You know, it's pushing you back in your journey, you know what I mean? um I feel like self-protection is such an important thing, especially in this generation, because we are yappers, you know. It's a part of our human nature. We like to talk, we like to explain things, we like to um vent, we like to um be able to have a person that we could talk to. But you gotta remember, the person that you talk to, you have to be able to trust them and be able to believe that they're gonna hold that information to them, you know. um I was a person that, you know, would say some shit, you know, because I was hurt in the moment. And we have to recognize those actions are from something that hurt us, you know what I mean? It didn't come out of thin air. I didn't want to talk to this person, blah blah blah. It literally was because that person was hurt and that person needed vulnerability or needed like support in that situation. When you are that person in that situation and you feel like you can't talk to your friend at the moment about it because you kind of repeated like how it hurt you, you don't want to go back to your friend and be like, hey, this hurt me, yada yada. You know, you're scared if that relationship or friendship might end because you said something out of pocket or something that was out of hurt and not out of your own mind, you know. um Being a person who is very sensitive and very vulnerable in this generation, I'm speaking for myself, I feel like people would take those charts of you and just throw it like back in your face, you know what I mean? Yeah, I already knew I was sensitive, I already knew I was vulnerable, but you just proved my point, you know what I mean? You just prove how, you know, things will work out. And I feel like if you're very vulnerable and sensitive in the society, you have to be able to hold your ground and be like, yeah, I'm definitely not saying this shit. I'm definitely holding this to me, against me, even if it pushes you back in your growth process. At least you didn't tell somebody and that somebody would like twist your words around and like be like, oh, like, yeah, she said X, Y, and Z, she's jealous, yada yada. Like, no, you know what I mean? These things hurt us as individuals, and we seek vulnerability. We seek, hey, I'm sorry you're going through this. We seek that as humans, not because we want people pleasing, as I said in my other video, not because we want to please other individuals, but because it's a part of human nature, and it's a part of growing, and it's a part of, sometimes you feel like you're going 3 steps back instead of you moving 3 steps forward. You get what I'm saying? So it all depends on the people you choose to have a conversation with, that, hey, like, this hurt me, like, I'm going through X, Y, and Z. And that ties back to what we're talking about, self-protection, and being able to protect what you have, protect your aura, protect your ability to shine onto other people, protect how you make others laugh, protect all that shit, because people might perceive your way of going around things, your way of making other people laugh, not as funny or not as pleasing. So you don't need to please everybody in the world. You don't give a fuck, okay? Do not please everybody in the world. Do not be a people pleaser. Do not be a person who wants pity. That's not what I'm saying in this video. Do not take this another route. We're taking it as a route of human nature, a route that, if you're communicating to somebody, it's important to have that self-protection and protect your aura, protect how you make videos. For example, I make videos, but I don't go to every single person like, hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel, blah blah blah. I might put it in my bio on Instagram if they want to check it out, like, oh my gosh, she does YouTube, blah blah blah, but I'm not gonna go to every person like, hey, check this out. Yes, there's a good side to it where people could see another side of me, but they not may like this other side of me that I'm turning into, you know what I mean? So being that individual, being pushed off, being aware of what you say to people is so incredibly important, like 100% very important. And yeah, I believe that if you have that strength of self disclosure and self protection, you're gonna be fine, because you can't trust everybody and anyone nowadays, and I believe that's because people have animosity, people are jealous, people would fuck you up, okay? People will fuck you up really hard in life, and we have to be able to stand our ground and be like, okay, I'm not gonna show her my funny side. I'm not gonna show her how I think. I'm not going to disclose my career. Even disclosing your career, bro, you don't have to tell everybody what the fuck you have planned to do. Be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I mean? Be like that. Do not say, I want to be X, Y, and Z. I want to be a nurse. I want to be blah, blah, blah. Like, towards different people, because they're going to be like, she can't do that. She will never be that. I had many people in my life who thought I was not going to make it to high school. Okay, because it's personal stuff. See how I'm saying it's personal stuff and how, like, I'm backing away? Do that. But yeah, it was personal stuff with, like, how I was learning and whatever the case may be. But in all, the person was like, hey, like, you're not gonna make it through high school. High school's hard. Da, da, da. Like, you're basically not gonna get your high school diploma. And you know what I did? I made it through. And you have to believe whatever these motherfuckers say about you, whatever persona they got against you, whatever the fuck they perceive you as, whatever words they perceive you as. Do not give a fuck. Do not give a fuck, okay? That would hurt you so much as an individual. It will tear you down so fucking much. I have people, per se, in college who, said some dirty ass shit to me. Did I cry? Yeah, because, I'm sensitive. But did I get back on my feet and be like, yeah, like, I don't give a fuck what y'all say, like, what y'all perceive me as? I know who I am as an individual. You'll do just fine. You'll do just fucking fine in this world, and you would prosper. It's okay to cry about, not words. I didn't cry about the words. I cried about the situation. Don't get me wrong. But do not give a fuck about what anybody says about you. You do you. You make yourself happy. You move how you move. Don't give a fuck about anybody. And when people come back into your life, that's your ability to be like, hey, like, I want you back in my life. Tying back to what we had said on this video about self-protection and being protected, that's your decision. If you want to be protected or you want to be open again. If you want to be open again, that's your choice, okay? If you want to get hurt again, that's your choice. If you want to continue the cycle